Welcome to Star Expose. If you love celebrity news and real entertainment updates, you're in the right place. It all began, as it often does with Kelly Ripa, in the most unexpected way. One moment she was chatting casually about a childhood friend, warm and nostalgic, and the next, without missing a beat, she had swerved full speed into one of her favorite topics on Earth, bras. The audience didn't even see it coming. One second, they were nodding along to a sweet memory, and the next, they were thrown into a hilarious, unfiltered masterclass in lingerie history taught by the queen of comedy herself. Kelly flashed a mischievous smile, leaned into the microphone, and declared to the entire studio, "Hello, ladies! You might be surprised to learn how long bras have been around." And then, with perfect comedic timing, she added, "And by bras, I don't just mean my bra. Mine must be thousands of years old." The audience roared. Mark Consuelos, he practically folded himself in half, burying his face in his palms like the floor might open up and swallow him at any moment. Kelly kept the bit rolling. She said her bras lasted for years because, frankly, they didn't get a lot of wear and tear. She said, "I don't ask too much of them," she joked. "Honestly, I basically use my bra as a microphone stand. I wear a bra purely for support, the microphone support." The camera cut to the audience, and one man literally bowed his head and laughed as if he needed a moment to recover. Kelly, of course, noticed and pounced. "Listen," she said, locking eyes with the crowd. "I do not care if you're offended by any of this. Turn it off if you don't like it. I only wear the thing to hold a microphone, so I'm not out here asking it for miracles." Mark lifted his head just long enough to mutter something about liking the ones with front snaps, softly, hopelessly, before dissolving right back into laughter. Kelly whipped toward him like a heat-seeking missile. "Oh, he was very good at that act," she announced dramatically, pointing at him while the audience erupted. "Amazing. Truly impressive. This man knows his way around bras." Mark sat there, red-faced, shaking his head, half mortified and half laughing. And as always, this only encouraged her. Then she shifted into professor mode, which only made the comedy sharper. She started explaining that bras had been around since ancient Greece and that medieval Europeans apparently had something called breast bags discovered near Austria. The room exploded again. "Breast bags," Kelly repeated, savoring every syllable. The way she said it made it sound like she was unveiling a sacred relic and a punchline at the same time. This was classic Kelly, confident, whip-smart, and joyfully unfiltered. She didn't ease into the joke. She didn't soften it. She delivered every line with the energy of someone who knows exactly who she is and invites you to laugh with her, never at her. At home, viewers were probably gripping their coffee mugs thinking, "Is she seriously doing a historical deep dive on bras right now?" Yes, she absolutely was. And she was doing it with the confidence of someone presenting her doctoral dissertation. But the episode's real magic came from the way Kelly and Mark bounced off each other. Their dynamic is so natural. Two people who've been married forever, know every inch of each other's sense of humor, and fully embrace the strange, hilarious corners of their shared life. When Kelly made fun of her own chest, Mark stepped right in with one of his signature playful jabs. He joked that during workouts, she needed a toddler-sized vest to keep everything anchored. The audience howled. Kelly threw her hands up dramatically, begging the studio crowd to act as witnesses to her husband's outrageous teasing. This is the charm of watching them together. They tease each other with love, they laugh with each other more than anyone else ever could, and they turn the most unexpected topics like bras, microphone placement, and medieval breast bags into television gold. Kelly's storytelling grew even bigger as she went along. She told the audience that one of her bras was so old, it might as well be an ancient artifact, passed down through the ages. She said, "It's like the bra that never quits. You could hand this thing to archaeologists and they'd put it behind glass." And social media later exploded with memes and jokes about Kelly's timeless bra. Was it a prop, a family heirloom, a mystical garment forged in the fires of Mount Olympus? Nobody knew, but everybody loved it.
What really made the story shine, though, wasn't the joke itself. It was Kelly's clarity, confidence, and refusal to tiptoe around anything. She radiates this fearless charm, the kind where she can talk about anything, absolutely anything, and somehow make it feel personal, warm, familiar, and completely hysterical. And Mark, sitting next to her, is the perfect balance. He turns red, he hides behind his hands, he mutters jokes into his microphone. But through it all, you can see the affection, the admiration, the way he looks at her like she is the only person who could make him laugh this hard. Their chemistry fills the room. Their banter feels like a couple who still flirts, still teases, still delights in surprising one another. It's romantic in a chaotic, comedic way. Two soulmates who have no filter with each other and no intention of developing one. That energy carried the entire story. Kelly's playful self-deprecation, Mark's dramatic reactions, the audience's laughter echoing through the studio, it all built to one of those moments that people talk about for days afterward. The kind of moment where viewers feel like they're right there in the room, sharing the joke, part of the chaos, part of the relationship. Kelly's humor is never mean. It's warm, bold, self-aware, and grounded in the confidence of someone who knows exactly who she is. Even when she's talking about bras that are allegedly thousands of years old, she does it with a wink, a glimmer in her eye, and a love for the audience that shines through every word. And the audience loves her right back. They cheer, they laugh, they clap, and they follow her wherever she takes them, even into the ancient history of lingerie. That's her magic. She turns the ordinary into entertainment. She turns vulnerability into confidence. She turns a casual conversation into a story her viewers will remember long after the cameras stop rolling. And whether people believe her bra is actually a priceless relic or not, one thing is certain. Kelly Ripa keeps giving the world moments of joy, ridiculousness, honesty, and charm. She's unpredictable in the best way. She's fearless. She's funny. She's real. And every time she opens her mouth, even about something as everyday as a bra, she finds a way to make it feel like an event. Her audience never knows what she's going to say next, but they know they're going to love it. Thanks for watching Star Expose. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next big story.